Yo, yo.
How's it going, brother?
Good, man. Had to get the air horns for you one time.
Yeah, fuck it. I love it.
How are you, man?
Dude, I'm fantastic. Thank you for having me here today, brother.
Thanks for taking the time to join us. Where are you in the country? You in LA?
I'm in LA right now, yes, in my home.
Look amazing out there.
Yeah, dude, it's beautiful, bro. The weather out here has been awesome. I don't know, everyone's been complaining. I love the heat. I
Really?
like
How hot is it right now?
No, it's getting close to like 100, right? Just about, yeah. Yeah, but it feels so like dry. It's hard. Yeah.
Dang, that's like desert heat.
I love it though. I like crisping up. Like I like going out tanning, being by the pool and stuff, so it's been good.
You never have to wear a shirt. It's awesome.
Yeah, exactly, right? And that people stop calling me douchebag as much. It's awesome.
Sure. But you're from Dallas originally, right? And you spent some time in Tennessee. Do you miss anything from those areas? I mean, like once you lived in LA, do you miss anything from like back home or where you grew up?
The food, dude. Like LA has dope food, but in Texas specifically, like Whataburger. Oh my gosh, you ever had a Whataburger?
Yeah. And I actually lived in LA too. So now that you have the battle between Whataburger and In-N-Out.
Bro, Whataburger just says excuse me, and like what's that? Whataburger is like if anyone's had the honey butter chicken biscuit,
Hmm.
understand what I'm talking about, bro. I need that in my life. Like I might have to get that like shipped out here or something.
That's gonna be a high Postmates bill, but it's worth it.
Yeah, really high. It's gonna take a while, but we'll
So
get it.
Whataburger over In-N-Out, hands down, easy.
Oh, easy, 100%.
I'm,
So
I'm I feel In-N-Out's overrated. I mean, LA's gonna hate me for saying that because that's their thing, but I think it's overrated. It's overrated a little bit.
what California doesn't understand is Texas has In-N-Out. They're the only other state that has it.
Oh yeah,
With both, and people still like Whataburger more. So yeah, they just need to understand Whataburger is that shit. Like I love it.
for sure. So now you're working on music. You signed with DTA. What's that like working with Travis Barker as like not only as like a musician, but kind of like as behind the scenes as him running things and like maybe as a mentor?
Yeah, dude, I love this question because it's just like I want to take any opportunity I can to like praise that man, dude. He's a legend. Like absolutely. Like when people say legend, they don't really know about what they're talking about. Like legend. Like you're around him and you can just tell his energy. He's like so humble, but he's just like not weak at all. You know what I'm saying? He just has so much wisdom and like security, and he knows what he's doing, bro. He makes my songs so much better than anyone else could. You know what I'm saying? Like he just goes in there because he's really hands on. Like every time I'm recording, he's in the studio with me, and so he's just like he's a tank, bro. I love getting that guy. He's dope.
That's
Super.
pretty awesome. I think people kind of sleep on him like as a producer, like how he can put songs together. They just think of him as the drummer, tattoo drummer, but this boy's got.
He got some like recognition for like last month or something. He was like #1 producer of the week or like month or something. So,
Yeah.
he was super pumped about it. So yeah, people need to understand that this man is doing everything. Everything that you're listening to, I promise you, he's in that studio, like working on that song at least once.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's dope.
It's well deserved on his part too. So we got some fan questions. I'm going to try to weave in through this interview. People checking in on Instagram. If you're in the party and I mess up your name, I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose, but I'm just trying to give you the credit. First question comes from Franny Leah. She wants to ask what inspired you to get into music. I figure that's a good starting point. So if we're going to go on the whole journey, what inspired you to just jump into music?
Dang, that door. Anyway, absolutely. That was my roommate, by the way. He lives here. His name's Josh. Josh. But this like from here to like here is all for Juice World, like all in between there. So Juice World was like the pivoting point for me when I had like a really like an encounter at his concert. I went to his concert in July, right after the social media tour, and
Mm,
he was singing this song "Empty," and like the lines, "I'm empty, I feel so goddamn empty." I tell everyone this, but it's just I love the story. I hear it, but I just like heard like like kids singing this, like all my age, younger, older, like singing this line, and they weren't just like singing a song; they really felt that way. You know, they had at least a percentage of that in their heart, and it was so dope because I heard it as like one voice, and I was like, Juice just unified all of us through like a song, through like lyrics, you know, and those lyrics because he like was so dedicated and worked in excellence. He captured the ability of like the emotion he had. So all of us got to connect with that. So at that moment, I just realized I was like, holy fuck, dude! Like music is way more than I could have ever thought it was. And so I was like, if music can do that, because all I do is I just care about people, brother. That's all I want to do with my life. Is just help people because they're human souls. That's how I see them. And so I was like, I got to try. So I went home and started talking to as many people as I could, just get in the studio with anybody. So I did end up writing my first song, Comatose. I released it like 6 months later independently, and then Travis hit us up, and then all the labels did.
Mm-hmm.
I went through the process, and then I went with Travis, and because I met him, I was like, oh, this guy is the real deal. So it was awesome.
And just like running into Travis, and then everything just kind of falls afterwards.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was like so he was the first person to hit up my team, and
Mm-hmm.
it was because of his son, and then also that told him about it. So he called us first. Then
Right.
all the record labels in New York and in LA. And then I met with Travis last, which was really funny actually. And so I met with him at his vegan restaurant, and I talked about this on my Genius interview, Angels and Demons. I like, and that's how I also knew like this guy was the real deal because I don't even really mess with vegan food that much. You know,
Okay. Yeah.
vegan restaurants. It was his vegan restaurant,
Oh,
and the was delicious. Oh my gosh, bro! I almost like I was tweaking because of how good this food was, and so that was like added on to everything. The night was great. He was so humble, so I was like, Travis is who I gotta go with.
that's amazing. And I like what you said about Juice WRLD because that's kind of like my favorite part about concerts when you see everybody coming together and singing along. It just hits different on like on another level.
Yeah, dude. It's like spiritual at that point. You know what I'm saying? So it's awesome. This is what I want to be. It's what I want to be.
Where was that show at? Do you remember? Was it in LA?
Which
Is
is
it
awesome from Dallas. So it was the first concert I've ever been to in my life. Um,
dang Juice WRLD's your first one?
Crazy. So it was awesome.
Dang, that's a great one to go to. All right, so moving along, you get into the music, you're starting to blow up a little bit. Then everything kind of explodes on TikTok. Now you got like 7 million followers. Describe how like TikTok has kind of like played a role in like raising your brand and your popularity throughout.
Absolutely. It was TikTok definitely gave me the exposure.
Hmm.
You know, it was just me and like a select group of people really just have been kind of like a group on the app that really just grew together, which has been really awesome. Super grateful for it. But I definitely didn't want to be defined by that. So it was kind of an interesting process moving from like being a social media person into like being a complete artist. And that's why I'm really grateful for Travis as well. He gave me a lot of notoriety. But then it was kind of on my end to just like make music that people would appreciate rather than, you know, try to look for issues. And so I just kind of trusted my gut with like a couple things. And honestly, the result that I've gotten has just been mind blowing. And I'm like super grateful for it. And it all ties back to social media. So I'm just blessed and grateful for the start of it because I didn't really know where it was going when I first started social media, but then it ended up being like my dream and literally getting to love what I do every day. So very grateful for it. It's been the best.
Yeah, definitely a powerful tool when used correctly. But I gotta ask you, because TikTok be figuring out algorithms and stuff. I gotta, what's your TikTok is looking like when you're scrolling through? What kind of videos are popping up? Because for me, for a while, TikTok had me figured out. There's a lot of girls throwing it back, a lot of videos in video games. I was like, dang, I gotta switch up the algorithm. With
Well, you're like, no, I don't really like get on TikTok that much. I don't know. I feel like for a long time, I was like really addicted to it. Like
yeah,
posting like 6 times a day and then also just on it all the time. And then I kind of just got to the point where I was like, I just stopped watching. So now all of my videos are just my friends. Like it
yeah,
doesn't put up there except I guess my other apps are my friends. So yeah, it's just my homie. So funny when people are like, have you seen this video? I'm like, no, and I feel so like left out. I'm like, fuck, just because like I don't get on TikTok that much, but love the app though. It is really fun.
Yeah, yeah. It's probably for the best. You don't spend much time on it. You get more stuff done.
Yeah, I get into like the really, really like dark, twisted TikTok because like I haven't been forever, like all the anti jokes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. So you definitely got to be careful. Um, got some more fan questions for you. This one's from Sierra Lauer 23. She said, if you ever had a movie made of you, what would the title be and why?
Oh man, that's really an interesting question because we actually want to make a movie about all of our lives because it's just so bizarre and like
Right?
it's like no one really understands what goes on behind the scenes of a lot of things. So we've already been talking about this, and I don't know. It depends on the perspective I'm trying to lay it in. If I'm giving like a more methodical, like truth speaking way, it would probably be something deep, like love leads to change or something like that. I just really I have a couple of catchphrases, but if it was like jokes or something, I don't know. It'd have to be something really funny though, including all of the boys for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Who do you think would play you? Do you think you is
That's
any there?
funny. We're literally talking out like my entire day. Like we had this conversation an hour ago.
Yes.
So we said like I don't know. It's funny. You know, like it makes me speechless because that was so weird how you keep asking those questions. Uh, I don't know, dude. They'd have to be funny. Like I don't know. I'm not that funny, but I'm saying they just have to have a funny personality, even if they didn't play me as serious in the movie. Like if they played me as serious, they'd still have to be a funny person in real life, just because I feel like that's the type of that I like surround myself around, even if being completely silent. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, if it was me, I would pick somebody that doesn't even look like me. I just want to pick the best actor possible, like Chris Hemsworth.
That's what my friend was saying. Will Smith should be me in the movie.
Yes, and Will Smith play Jxdn. Love, absolutely. Another question. This one's from Olivia DeLuca. If you're in here, Olivia, hi. She said, "Your favorite song at the moment, and it can't be one of your songs. Just like what's out."
Of course not. Oh man, that's tough because I don't know. I got to give a shout out to MGK, dude. Like Juice is, I love Juice's music the most out of anything. But MGK just came out with concert for aliens, and that is the most dank song of all time. Like that song is so hard. Like,
Okay.
I'm calling. That's tough, dude.
All right. All right. Yeah, MGK's dope. Ashley Calasanto asks, "Are you planning to come into Philly if you go on tour? Like, if we can ever go to tour when we do tours again?"
Absolutely, 100%. I just got my tour routing like last week for like when COVID opens up. It's gonna be dope. I'm really excited. I'm going to 22 cities.
Yeah, okay, 22, and Philly's definitely on the list.
I'm like 95% positive. I don't want to like not go, and everyone's like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we'll travel though. If you're even near Philly, I'm sure people will come travel to come see you.
that'd be awesome. I'd be blessed.
Has there been like any other options like since COVID's going on that you've had to perform like virtually or like what?
Thinking on trying to get on a show, like a Tonight Show or something. Cool.
Mm,
Travis does a couple stuff like that, but nothing really, man. That's this worst part about it is like, dude, I just want to go out and perform for people. Like, we do this, but it's only like an acoustic setting. Like it's more just like really homey vibes, which I love. But to go out on stage and actually show people like what we should bring back to this era, which is like dope ass concerts where everyone's involved. Like it's just we're gonna have to wait for COVID to be over. So it sucks.
can't do any stage diving when you gotta have social distance. No, it's just like drop. You're like, oh snaps. That, but yeah, we're looking forward to it when everything opens up. All right, one more from the fans. Madison Santori asks, when can we expect a finished album?
Oh, that's a good question. I am asking the same thing because everything goes through like management and process. I have an EP coming out, which is going to be close to like a bigger body of work in like October, November. So that's really going to be dope. We don't even really know all the specifics about it. We have like a really big bag of songs that we've been working on, so we can kind of like pick and choose which that we want to put out. It's really going to be really cool. But for an album, it's definitely going to be in 2021.
Okay.
So it's because I'm like a perfectionist, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, like everything has to go like how I envision it, and that may sound a little angry, but I'm just like, just how I would feel better about failing than like trying to go with a system and like that fails. Like I'd much rather it just be on me. So the album's gonna be really dope. I want it to be like a whole experience for people with like a really good meaning behind it. But yeah, about coming next is Pray. It comes out in 2 days. So yeah, it's my next single. It's gonna be fantastic. It's like spotlighting depression and like how depression leads to suicide and some instances and like suicide prevention. So it's a whole big ordeal. I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be awesome.
That is awesome. I wanted to talk to you kind of about that stuff because you said you were wanting to get into like mental health, like before we get into angels and demons, but that's kind of like the perfect transition. Like, how important is it to you to like relay the message of mental health out to people?
Dude, it's like the most important thing for me because I feel like loving others is kind of like the purpose everyone should be given. You know what I'm saying? That's just genuinely how the world can coexist peacefully, and it's just really important for our personal being just to spread love to others. And so I feel like you can't do that when you don't have a healthy mind, and it's not even their fault. They're victim to that. And so I know what music does for people. Like music helped me in a very real way. And so because it's my career, I have to use it in the position that I would need it when I was like back in high school. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So it's just like it's so important to me. So Angels and Demons was kind of the first allusion to like talking about mental health awareness. A lot of people think it's not the song is not what it is, but the chorus is talking about the highest point in my life and then like the lowest point in my life. And if you listen throughout on the verses and stuff, it talks about how I'm not in my head, like I don't know who I am, but I know who I want to be. And then like telling my friends I'm sorry because like it seems like right now the only way out is gunshot to my head. That's basically the premise of Angels and Demons. But then it was kind of covered by like really dope melodies, I guess, and like loud drums. It's just a whole experience. So Pray is super like basic and simple, and it's really just this real shit. I just say out loud. What's real. Like a lot of people don't like to talk about what's real or like how kids are really feeling, and then it moves into this like hope chorus at the end of the song. So it's really dope, and I'm really excited about it, and I think it's going to help a lot of people.
Yeah, that's great on your part that you're gonna relay that message because, like you said, not a lot of people want to talk about real. But honestly, probably dealing with some kind of mental health stuff, whether they know it or not. So it definitely needs to be talked about. But you
Exactly.
said people were thinking that Angels and Demons was about something else. What were they thinking? Like actual angels and demons or what?
like fuck me like a rock star. So I think they just think it's like me talking about like getting with girls or like making money or whatever, but I'm not. It's like the exact opposite of what I'm talking about. But it would have been a bad choice of words, but at the moment it felt right. Okay.
Right. I mean, it goes hard with it when that part comes on, but I guess people are just missing the message.
This is the message. It's a perfect opportunity for us to talk about it, so it's fine.
Well, I'm glad you got to clear that up. Are you ready to perform it for everybody?
Did it. Let's go.
All right. Should I stand here? Because it's gonna look like you're performing to me. It's gonna
No,
be.
it's fine. You're the first person to actually like say something like that because most people just stand there like, no, but I love it. It's fine. You just watch how you want. It's fine.
I'm a fangirl over you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give it over to Jxdn.
Hey, this is Angels and Demons, everybody. Um, hopefully you've heard it. Almost 40 million streams, so thank you. Ready? Two face, yeah. Black, white, left, right, yeah. Up, down, all night, yeah. Can't escape it ever, don't forget my name. I don't feel the same on the trip, no train. And all these angels and demons keep shouting and screaming, I'm falling from Eden. So love me like a rock star, dancing on a golf cart. Nothing in the world can stop me now. Wasted like a rock star, riding in a golf cart. No one in the world can help me out. Yeah. Everybody says I'm falling. Take another line, I'm calling. I'm so sick of the nonsense. I'ma dive into the mosh pit. I don't really think I'm the problem. I don't really think it's a problem. Me plus me is a problem. One gunshot, I can solve them. Tell my friends I'm sorry, though. No, tell my sins to go. And all these angels and demons keep shouting and screaming. I'm falling for Eden. Love me like a rock star, dancing on the golf cart. Nothing in the world can stop me now. Wasted like a rock star, riding in a golf cart. No one in the world can help me out. No, no. And all these angels demons keep shouting, screaming, I'm falling from Eden. Love me like a rock star, dancing on a golf cart. Nothing in the world can stop me now. Racing like a rock star, riding in a golf cart. No one in the world can help me out. Yeah.
Woo!
No, 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 no.
Hey, Jxdn, ladies and gentlemen, y'all better drop a whole bunch of hand clap emojis for that. That was amazing.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate you taking the time. Anything you want to say to the people that are here?
Yes, absolutely. Just reminding everyone, song comes out tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. 2 days, actually. The 20th, whatever the day that is. So it comes out the 20th. Thank you so much for everything, dude. Praise is going to be... It's my favorite project I've done so far just because it has such a real meaning. So thank you for letting me come talk about it with you, man. It's been awesome.
Thank you so much for the time. Enjoy it.
Absolutely, dude. Blessings, brother.
Later, man.
Peace.